My name is Omi Mantri and I'll be playing the role of Farhan.
I'm Rajan and I'm playing Sadiq.
It's been fun to just explore a lot of things instead of setting things in stone. So just seeing, does this work? Could this work here?
We've kind of done like layers, isn't it? It's been like putting a base layer on and then building on top of a layer from literally nothing to very abstract, weird things to do, and then layering on script and intention and everything else like that.
In a traditional play, or whatever that means, you would have seats and a stage. In this project, we are set in the club. You'll be right there. Sometimes we'll be right close to you. Maybe we'll talk to a few of you, and if you're lucky. And so it just means that we'll be in amongst you, and you'll be right in the core of the story, seeing it unfold in real time as it happens. So the show is about two cousins, Farhan and Sadiq, and it's based in a daytimer. Yeah, it's about fun, it's about rhythm, it's about songs, it's about movement, it's about improv, it's about dancing, it's about letting go, having fun, and exploring things that you don't usually get to explore. And also an important part of South Asian culture. A lot of this story, Rajan has wonderfully interviewed a lot of people, and so a lot of this is based on truthful facts that a lot of our families and friends and people, some of the people you guys watching at home, I'm sure if you ask your parents, your relatives, they will have gone through a similar experience.
I think that's quite important to the older generation to connect with the younger generation in this, that my parents were cool. Literally. I think that's a big important thing. I always feel that I need to move about because people are going to be everywhere. So I feel I need to balance the space. But from the rehearsal yesterday, we did find that stillness and having one moment there and doing the scene in a little space to yourself will draw, hopefully it does, well, fingers crossed, draw the audience in and let us focus in on these intimate moments. But then we can play around with going large and being on different sides of the space.
There's no stage and seats, so it's not like we have this area to play with. Each night's going to be different because the audience will be standing in a different place, they might be sitting in a different place. The relationship between us is we're cousins, and Farhan, he's 16, he's the eldest in his family, so he's a role model in his family. He has to take care of his father, and he's under a lot of pressure, and he's quite an anxious character that doesn't really go outside the rules and laws of society.
Sadiq is, he's 100 miles an hour. He lives for the raves, the daytimers. It's his escapism, this place. Outside of the daytime rave, he is a very insecure individual. He's 20, I should add as well, and hasn't got a job. All of his friends are working and doing things, and they're all like proper suit and tie people now, whereas feels I think he's a bit left behind, and so he's a troubled geezer, literally. But he sees the daytime rave as he feels he's the king of that place. Back in the 80s, 90s, South Asians, most of them had a curfew. So what the kids decided to do was make these raves in these clubs, in these town halls, in warehouses, anywhere they could find. Stick a load of speakers in there, stick a load of balls in there, and go mental around people who look like them.
I think as an actor, it's the first time I've done a two-hander. And you realise that, without putting pressure on us, it's just us two for an hour on stage.
I'm relying on you, you're relying on me.
Yes.
Is this us two?
Yeah, it's just us two, and we have to rely on each other. You know, I've got to have his back no matter what happens, and he has my back no matter.
I think the challenge is not letting the ball drop at one point, because this play is bang, 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 it is going. It's an hour of, it's quick. So that's our responsibility to keep that oomph.
Music?
It's good music. New music, new mixed
original mixed music.
Yeah, that's big.
If they can look forward to an immersive experience that you wouldn't get in a normal traditional play.
They've advertised gig theatre, and it does feel very giggy.
Yes.
I don't think a lot of people really have experienced that, so it'd be nice. Well, for me, at first I used to like making people laugh. I was like, I wonder if I can make them cry. I can make them cry now. See what happens then. Alright then, so I just carried on. It was just like literally, I remember my inspiration was Al Pacino in Scarface. When I was like 12 years old, I was like watching this guy go mental. I was like, yeah, this is great. Oh, can I do that?
I think first inspired me was probably a film and TV. I didn't go to many theatre shows when I was younger. I only started going when I started acting. But I remember just being able to jump into this completely different world for 2 hours and think about nothing else.
Throw yourself into everything. Absolutely everything. Just go for it.
Don't do it for fame or for money. Do it because you enjoy it. Do it because every time you read a book, you're like, oh, I want to know more about this character. Do it because every time you flick through the TV, you're like, I really want to get engaged in this story, or this really inspires me, or this makes me feel good. Do it because you enjoy it. Don't do it for the fame or the money.
Come and watch it because it's not a story that's told often. I've never heard of a play. I've seen films based on it, but I've never seen a play about daytime ravers. So if you want to learn a bit about the crux of British history and modern history, come watch this play.